We've all been looking for you. I guess I'd find you here. Kinda glad to get out of that house myself, you know what I mean? I know it sounds stupid, mate, but I kept expecting her to come down for breakfast this morning, like it were all some kind of nightmare or something. People are being really nice, you know. Sarah came round this morning, brought round loads of stuff for the freezer. She didn't think my mum would be up to cooking.
Just don't make any sense, right? Why was she driving Steve's car?
I don't know, mate. Listen, my mum, you believe there are a curse on the whole family.
It's called the Tates.
It weren't the Tate she went off with, Biff.
Yeah, but it all started up at Home Farm. This would have never have happened if we hadn't gone to the party. I told her it was a mistake.
It's not going to help you going over and over it, Biff. It's not going to bring her back, so just leave questions to the police, eh?
Yeah, well, they better come up with some answers soon, because none of this is adding up.
I wish we'd never had that damn party. Then she'd still be alive.
You can't blame yourself for this, Kim. It was just an accident. She must have had too much to drink.
Doesn't stop me feeling guilty. She was just a farm girl, Sophie. That party was probably the most glamorous evening she'd had in her life.
That still doesn't make it your fault.
She wasn't the only one who did something stupid.
What are you talking about?
It's all water under the bridge now. Too late to do anything about it. I'd like for you to send some flowers to the Glovers.
Yeah. Of course, I'll get on to that now.
You know, people think I'm as hard as nails. Maybe I am. But if there was any way I could turn the clock back, I'd do it.
So you're going to go right across America on that motorbike? Easy rider. Born to be wild.
I don't see why you find it all so amusing.
Oh, I don't. I just hope you don't get saddle sore before you get to the Old West.
I'll start putting books and things in these. You'll need to get organised soon if you want to put your stuff into storage.
Yeah, well, I'll get at it today.
Yeah? What about your motor?
What about it?
It seems a shame to leave it here to depreciate. You should leave it with a careful mate. I could take it out for the occasional spin. Make sure that it's ticking over nicely.
Oh, better to sell it.
What, sell my car?
Oh, it's good to have more money in the kitty. After all, if we really like it over there, we might never come back.
Yeah, but that means work permits and visas and all that sort of thing. I'm not sure I want to run a pub in America.
I'm very relieved. I've got no intention of settling into another boring routine as soon as we've finished.
Yeah, but we must be sure we know what we're going to do when the trip is over.
It's not a trip. It's a dream. You follow your dream and see where it takes you. That's what makes it so exciting.
She wasn't just a workmate. I hope she thought of me as a friend. We'll all miss her.
Thanks, Paddy.
Of all the stupid places to park, I could have run straight into the back of you.
I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking.
What's happened?
Linda. Car crash.
Oh, Biff. I'm so sorry.
If there's anything we can do...
There's nothing that anybody can do.
Shouldn't we go after him?
No, I think he needs to be on his own.
I reckon it's a brilliant offer. All you can eat for £5. The wine bar will be packed tonight.
You've got no chance. You'll be lucky if you get 2 customers.
Are you saying I can't cook?
Marlon, people are bound to be a bit careful since you've had the public health in.
That weren't my grub, it's been proved.
We know that, Marlon. But there might be another reason why the place is empty.
People aren't going to feel much like a night out after what happened to Linda.
I think you might ask Mr. Pollard to put it off a bit, you know, just out of respect.
Respect? Pollard? You don't know the meaning of the word.
You're hardly Mr. Sensitive, are you? Never noticed you this bothered about your own kid, eh?
I told you our son were miserable in Ireland. You didn't give a tuppence.
That's not true. I've been worried about the lad ever since.
You didn't even phone him, Dad. And I give him my mum's number.
Yeah, well, I've been mulling it over. Choosing the right moment.
You mean you've lost it? That shows how much you care.
No, I ain't. Kept it close to my heart.
You mean you haven't washed that shirt all this time?
Never mind that. If you're gonna phone him, Dad, do it now.
Isaac, there's no time like the present.
Go on.
I need a folder to put this in. Something with a bit of style.
Oh, what is it?
My business plan. Ideas for when I own the pub.
Like free drinks for all your mates.
Oh, that'd be nearer your mark, judging by what you two both got up to on holiday.
Well, I think it's a great idea. Just don't see how you're going to raise the cash.
Well, that's what business plan's for. As soon as Steve sees this, he'll be begging to lend me the money.
Oh, dream on. If you'd have played your cards right, you could have had me as landlady. At least I know how to run a business.
Well, Al's promised me first refusal. Woolpack's as good as mine.
There's the menu for tonight.
It all looks a bit costly. You sure we're going to make a profit of £5 a head?
No sweat. Hey, I've got more confidence in my cuisine than I have in your survival.
What do you mean?
I tell you, your old man made a big mistake when he crossed Jeff Longman. If he sends his heavies round here, it could turn really nasty.
Right, tea and scones.
Is this true, Eric? Is this man really violent?
Marlon's exaggerating. It's quite harmless, really.
Harmless? Are you joking? It's been known to crush his enemies like that.
Marlon, you stupid idiot. Look what you've done. Look at the mess.
It's okay, Kathy. I'll deal with it.
I'm really sorry.
So you should be. You can help me tidy up. Kathy, why don't you go home?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, well, you do that. I want this sorted out as soon as possible. Insurance companies. I love to take your premiums, hate to pay your money.
About the business plan.
Look, Terry, can't it wait? I'm a bit busy at the moment.
No, well, I need to move fast. I don't want Al selling pub to somebody else. Well, I was hoping if you could tell me if you were interested.
You've never done a business plan before, have you?
Well, I'm a pub manager. I know about pubs. I know I can make a go of the place.
Terry, I need accurate figures, not guesstimates. You're asking for a lot of money.
It'd be a good investment. I know I could turn the place into a right little gold mine.
Maybe. Look, I'll think about it, all right?
Well, when do you think you can give me an answer?
When I'm ready. Look, clear off, you've got a lot of work to do and an insurance claim to sort out.
More flowers.
Oh, everyone's been so kind. Sending flowers and condolences.
Everybody thought the world of Linda.
Well, we all want to help any way we can.
Sounds like Biff's back.
How is he?
I can't get through to him, Betty, love. It's not so much grief, it's more anger. Like he won't rest until somebody's paid for it, you know.
Look who's here, Biff.
Right, so. What's on this? They've just arrived.
Well, they can go straight back.
People are just trying to show their sympathy.
Not Kim Tate. I'm going to tell her exactly what she can do with the flowers.
Well, you best get after him, Ned. We don't want any more trouble.
Still no reply. Get another pint, Mandy.
So that's it, you're giving up?
Well, it's not my fault they're not answering. Oh, he's probably busy enjoying himself.
I told you, he was dead depressed. And the fact that my mum is wearing more men than clothes at the moment is only making matters worse, Dad.
And if you were half the father you made out, you'd be over there sorting things out.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'd like to. But it won't seem right leaving Lisa on her own so soon after we've got together.
Don't blame me. I don't like to think of little Sam pining. I think you should go too.
Well, truth is, I'd jump at the chance if I could afford it, but things have been a bit tight lately. There's no way can I find the money.
Is this some kind of sick joke? Like you care?
Look, Biff, I know you're upset, but I don't think there's any point taking it out on Kim.
Why, what's the matter with her? Can't she speak for herself?
You should be used to this.
People have an habit of dying near you.
I'm so sorry about Linda.
No, you will be when I've finished with you.
I think you ought to go, Biff, before you say something you might regret.
Oh, that's the Kim I know. First the flowers and then the threats. Well, it doesn't matter anymore. Because without Linda, I don't care whether I live or die. So there's nothing that you can do that'll threaten me.
Leave it, Biff! I said leave it!
Get off me! Get off me! I'm not going till I've said what I came for. You're living on borrowed time, Kim Tate. There's only one thing left for me now, and that's to settle your account. And one way or another, I'm going to get you.
Biff, come on, lad, let's go home.
No, I'm not going on till I've had some answers. Linda would have never got in that car if it hadn't been for her. Now, I want to know what's going on.
We all do, but this isn't the way.
What was your game, eh? You and your posh cronies. What did you do to her?
I've got nothing else to say to you, Biff.
Well, you're not going to get away with this for long. Because it's not just going to be me that's asking the questions. You're going to have the law to answer to.
And that's who we've got to trust. Let's leave it to the police, eh? And see if she can sweet-talk her way out of this one. Come on.
Maybe we should call them now.
What?
I heard him threaten you, Kim. I think you should let them know for your own protection.
I don't want the police brought into this.
How very noble of you.
He was just upset. He didn't know what he was saying.
Well, he must be very naive, then. Everybody should know by now that your parties always end in tears.
It's your best overcoat. You've been needing this.
I shall be in the sun, but I won't forget my friends. I don't like to think of you in the rain and the cold on the estate. Perhaps that'll help.
It's a bit big, isn't it?
Oh, Betty's good with a needle. I'm sure she can alter it.
Why? Happens she can turn it into a tent.
He's really going now.
Well, he cancelled his subscription to Brewers Monthly, so it proves he's serious.
Still, it's an ill wind. It means Terry be our genial landlord from now on.
Aye. And now Steve's come up with the cash, I better get used to calling him sir.
Well, it's not certain yet. I mean, we've still got to dot the I's and cross the T's.
Thanks, I need that.
I'm not surprised after the way Biff laid into you.
He did seem rather angry. Almost homicidal, I'd say.
Well, all Kim did was send flowers.
He was completely out of order. I think I should have a word with him.
Just leave it, Steve. I don't want any more trouble.
It sounds like that's just what you'll get if I don't sort him out.
He's just lost his wife. He's upset, angry. I'm sure he'll see things more clearly when he's calmed down.
Well, you've changed, Kim. I've never known you so understanding. You'll be manning the phone lines for the Samaritans next.
Don't you care about anything? Linda Fowler is dead. She was just a kid. We owe it to her family to at least try and help them through this.
They're just tenants. We don't owe them anything, and she was just a farm girl. No one important. Maybe there are other reasons for this sudden attack of conscience.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm not sure yet. But Home Farm's cupboards are rather crowded with all those skeletons.
You can't go on like this, Biff.
I know.
If Kim knows something about Alina's death, we should go down to the police, have a word with them, give them some evidence.
I haven't got any evidence, Ned. But there's something going on up there. There's something they're trying to hide.
You sure? Well, you sure you're not trying to find somebody to blame for what happened?
I blame myself for getting jealous, for making her angry. If I'd have stuck with her, none of this could have happened.
She'd had too much to drink, Biff. We all know that. And then she took Steve's car.
No. There's more to it than that, Ned. I know. And Kim does too. I can see it in her eyes. She's scared.
Well, that's not surprising. You look ready to kill her.
No. She's lying. She's trying to cover something up. And I'm not going to let her get away with it.
Right, that's that sorted.
What's that, my darling?
I think we can expect no more trouble from Mr. Longman.
And how can you be so sure about that?
A discreet phone call to the people who like to know such things.
You grassed him up?
I merely informed the Inland Revenue that there might be some goods that Mr. Longman isn't paying taxes on.
She grassed him up? Well, we're in for it.
Nonsense. It was done anonymously. Now Mr. Longman will have a lot more to worry about than us.
She says it like it's almost true. Because she actually does believe it. My darling girl, I love you dearly. But you have made things far worse than you could ever imagine.
All we can do now is sit and wait.
Sit and wait and watch our empty wine bar go down the pan.
Well, I'm making double portions of everything now. How are the bookings going?
Slowly.
Well, how many so far?
People don't book. They just decide to turn up on night out.
How many?
None.
Tara?
Don't touch me.
I know I behaved stupidly and I'm sorry.
You really haven't got the message, have you? Sorry isn't enough this time. There's a girl dead because of you.
It was an accident. I'm sure your father can...
Daddy isn't going to do you any more favours.
Let me talk to him.
Won't see you. The gravy train's stopped. And if the press implicates you in this girl's death, it might just turn around and run right over you.
What do you want me to do?
Exactly what you're told.
It's Kim.
Thought it wouldn't be long before she showed up.
Maybe something's gone wrong. But what should I tell her?
Nothing. She's not even going to see you. I can't risk you messing anything else up.
She'll know I'm here.
Probably. Now go away and leave this to me.
Were you and Linda very close?
She was my sister-in-law for a very short time. No, when I married David, the Glovers were all very sweet to me. I guess they thought anything was better than Kim Tate.
So now they've lost a daughter as well as a son.
Yeah, David died after Biff and Linda's wedding party. You know, I've tried to shut it out of my mind for so long, but this has just brought it all flooding back.
You ought to get away from here.
It's where I belong. Besides, what's the point? Wherever I go, I'll always take my memories with me.
You really need someone to help you get through all this. Someone to look after you.
Are you volunteering?
I have a cottage in France. It's got a nice big garden for Alice to play in. It's in a quiet village, so you and I would have plenty of time to get to know each other.
Doug, it sounds heavenly, but I do have a business to run.
Oh, I dare say I could persuade Rachel to cover for you for a couple of weeks.
And don't you think your wife might object?
Oh, Kathy, just let me look after the details. All you've got to do is say you'll come.
All right, then. I'd love to. Very much.
Thank you, Eleanor. I'll do the rest. Well, Kim, this is an unexpected pleasure.
I doubt that very much. Now, where's Alex?
Out.
And when will he be back?
Didn't say.
Then I'll wait.
I'm afraid that wouldn't be convenient. You'd better say what you must to me.
I lied to the police for you.
We've been through this.
I could very easily change my story. Tell them the truth. That Alex did drive away from Home Farm with Linda.
And what would be the point of that?
Biff Fowler practically accused me of covering up Linda's murder.
Did he now? Well, it was an accident. When he calms down, he'll see that.
I won't be a party to a cover-up. And now, if there's something I should know.
There's nothing. Her death changes nothing. Linda had been drinking. She crashed the car, that's all. Now, I really don't see why we have to go around the houses.
Don't patronise me. Only Alex and Linda know what really happened, and one of them can't say.
Kim, let's not fall out.
If I find out you've used me, I'll break you, no matter how rich Daddy is.
We both want the same thing, for this to go away very quickly.
Then you'd better start pulling those expensive strings of yours. I want to see Alex.
Tomorrow, I promise. It'll all have been taken care of.
And to think we're supposed to aspire to be like you. The aristocracy.
This looks tasty, love.
Got Sarah to thank. If there's one good thing to come out of all this, it's made me realise how many friends we got in the village.
Yeah, she's going to be missed by everyone.
Well, maybe they won't be as sympathetic behind his backs as they are to his faces.
What are you talking about?
Haven't you heard? Linda was just a drunk driver who got what she deserved. And what's more, it wasn't even her car. That makes her a thief, too.
How can you say that, Biff?
I'll get it. Well, that's what Kim and the rest of her friends will be saying. That's the story that suits them, and they're going to keep on dragging her name through the mud until we do something about it. Or there's the other story, about Linda, the good-time girl who went to a party and got...
Biff! I think that's enough, don't you?
Yes, please, I want a word with you, Biff.
He's phoning Sam again.
I doubt he'll have much luck, though. I haven't got a phone in my mum's house. That number that I give him is a payphone at End at Road.
My Uncle Zack will spur when he finds out.
Well, let's not bother to tell him. I mean, we all know he should be visiting, not phoning.
Hey! You all heard about the exciting new offer at the wine bar? All you can eat for a £5?
Sling your hook, Pollard. We can eat our Moreland's grub for free at home.
No, we don't want you coming in here trying to poach our customers.
Please yourself. I was just trying to do him a favour.
If you're practising for when you're going to be governor, you want to check out what's going on over there.
Still no reply?
I'm getting really worried about the lad now.
Well, perhaps this will make life easier for you. It's the prophet from Woodside.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. Just go and make sure Sam's all right.
I've made you a fair offer. Most people would have jumped at it.
I've had other offers.
If you mean Terry, we both know he'll never get it together. The man's a loser. I can't wait around forever. You've got 48 hours to make up your mind or the deal's off.
Thought you might like another drink.
We've had the post-mortem, and it raises a number of questions. Well, then you better ask up at home farm, not here. Oh, there'll be other officers taking care of that. But there's things we hope you could throw some light on. Do you know whether your wife was a drug user? What are you...
Just calm down, Vic.
How can I calm down? Just like I told you. They'll say anything to shift the blame onto Linda, and the police will believe every word of it. I'm sorry if this is upsetting for you, sir. But the post-mortem proves that your wife had been taking cocaine on the evening in question. There's no doubt about it.